We got the old, tried and true, and you don't want to deal with that no more. You just want to deal with some novelty. You see anything interesting on this side? Come a little closer. I ain't gonna bite you, and I don't got the COVID. What's your nationality on your father's side? You think it's German? Okay. All praises. So, how do you feel about the plight of the Black, Hispanic, Native American? Or do you know? Are you familiar with the plight of the Black, Hispanic, and Native American? So how is it that you're able to walk in America? Let me ask you that. What took place on this soil in order for other white people to be able to come here and live as lavishly as you do? You don't know about, say, the transatlantic slave trade. You don't know about the 13 colonies. You don't know. Okay, so are you familiar with the fact that bloodshed happened here and that the Native Americans was reduced from the controlling population to less than 2%?
Yeah, I got a lot of Native friends. So.
You got a lot of Native friends. So what do you think should be done in terms of justice? Like, what restorative measures should be taken in order to give them back what it was that was taken from them? You believe in justice?
Yeah, I guess.
You guess? Okay. You own an apartment or you own a house?
I live in an apartment.
You live in an apartment? That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I just don't want to assume anything. What I want to do is paint a scenario for you that you can relate to. Say, for example, I run up in your apartment in the middle of the night, kick you out.
That would be cool. That's kind of what happened when I see what you're
That's right. Now, say the police wouldn't respond.
Yeah.
Now, you're left to your own devices to try to get them out.
Yeah.
Right? Now, it's not fair. You want your place back. Say, for example, I'm like, to hell with all that. You can't have it back. Let's write up a contract that says that you can come by and visit every now and then, but it's illegal for you to cross this goddamn border, which is your door. Right? Then say I throw a party. Right? I throw a party, I invite my friends over. Say this party lasts from the day that I kicked you out to the next day, and then the next day. And at some point, you still gonna want to come back into your house, right?
Right.
Now, are you wrong for wanting to kick them people out and get your land back? Get your house back? Get your apartment back? No, you're not. So let me ask you this. Are you wrong on the inside of the house? Like, say, for example, I'm the one that's in the house. Let's put it on me. I'm the one that's in the house. I done threw the party. Am I wrong for continuing the party? Are my guests wrong for continuing to come and invite more people? What if they paid to get in? What if they paid to get in and they know how I procured this environment in order for them to be able to party? They're still wrong, right? Even though they paid the $5. You know, they was promised a particular type of enjoyment in exchange for $5. They paid, but they knew how I procured this environment. So I facilitated it. They understand how it was facilitated. They come, they enjoy themselves anyway. Aren't they wrong for coming?
Yeah.
So everybody should still leave.
Yeah, everybody.
How do you love your Native American friends?
I do.
How does that work?
I don't know.
You still here at the party. You know how the party was facilitated, but you still here. It's kind of like you invited them in and say, come on in, we ain't gonna leave, we ain't gonna stop the party. You're never gonna be able to sleep on your bed again. Without permission, it's still not cool for you to cross this border right here. How can you really say that you love your Native American friends? Like, let me ask you this. Wouldn't it be right for somebody to lead by example and leave the party and say, you know what, this ain't right? I can't enjoy this environment knowing what happened to these people.
You know what I mean? I got a precept, right? Because we're all human. Hold on, listen.
Revelations 13, verse 9.
So, wouldn't it be right for somebody to just kind of lay down what's right versus what's wrong? I want you to adhere to this logic, right? Wouldn't it be right for somebody to take a stand and say, I can't enjoy this party, knowing how this party was facilitated? Wouldn't that be the right thing to walk out? Is there any other right thing that could be done in this scenario? You don't know? Hey, now, you've been following me this far through the conversation. I want you to think on your faculties and what's right and what's wrong. We've been able to agree that everything was wrong about how this party was wrong. We agree on what would be right as far as a person walking out of the party and saying, I'm not going to enjoy this anymore, right? So you can't think of any other thing to do that's right in the scenario.
Stand up for my brothers.
You stand up for your brothers and say, this ain't right, I'm walking out.
Right.
What's blocking you from doing that?
Where do I go?
Where do you go? Does it matter? Because right is right. No matter what you're going to do in the end, you got to do what's right first. You got to take one step at a time. So what it sounds like is you love your Native American brothers just as long as they will be kind subjects, kind slaves, or they won't be the type of victims that will retaliate, right? It sounds like it's not love, it's I can use you, right? And the way that I could use you is by saying that I got Native American friends, but when it comes to actually showing love, where are you to be found? You know, they need somebody to stand up and paint an example for the rest of these crackers that don't care about them.
Right.
All you doing is showing them the same thing.
How
Huh?
about my Korean friends? My
You-
wife's Korean.
Then you should go live with the Koreans.
I have for 8 years.
But you still here with the Native Americans though. You get the point that I'm making, right? You're being a hypocrite because you're saying the right thing to do is to leave the party, but you're just having too much fun in this thing. What
Bring it
piece of
out.
The book of Numbers, chapter 35, verse 33.
Bring it out.
So ye shall not pollute the land.
You shouldn't pollute the land. So we've talked about how this land was polluted, right? With the blood of the natives, right? How do you think that's going to be made up for? How do you think that's going to be cleaned up? Do you believe in the Bible? You believe in God?
Yeah.
This is what God says has to happen. And then
So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are. For blood it defileth the land.
so we can agree that blood defiles the land. Like the chalk outline, it's rinsed away, but the blood is still staining that land.
And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
See, Esau ran when the scripture came out about his blood needing to be shed, but he still won't leave America. He says he has Native American friends. He agrees that the right thing to do would be to leave a party that's thrown at somebody's house
Right.
without their permission, but he won't leave the party.
Con.
This mother don't love you.
Good.
You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to wake up.
That's right.
I play this little game of logic with these crackers all the time, and they all think the same way.
Right.
They don't love you. They like you for what you're able to do.
That's right.